A 19-year-old girl studies buildings that exist on maps before the towns around them were built. Her professor called her thesis brilliant. Her thesis advisor called it disturbing. Her mother called her and said, "Lily, stop digging." Lily didn't stop. She found one building. No construction record. No architect. No permits. Just there. On a map dated 1887.
Part 5. 11 years later. Boston, Massachusetts. Lily Caldwell is 19. She doesn't sleepwalk. She doesn't hear voices anymore. After Ashwood Lane, everything went quiet. Her parents called it healing. Her therapist called it processing. Lily called it what it actually was. Waiting. Because she knew. The way you know a storm is coming not from clouds but from how the air changes, that the quiet wasn't an ending. It was a held breath. She studies architectural anomaly history at Northeastern. Niche field. Small department. 3 professors, 12 students, and a filing cabinet full of case studies that mainstream academia politely pretends doesn't exist. Her focus? Structures with no origin. Buildings that show up on historical maps before the surrounding infrastructure existed. Before roads, before plumbing, before anyone should have been building anything there at all. Her classmates think it's an interesting quirk. Her professors think it's compelling scholarship. Her mother thinks it's Lily walking back toward the door she almost walked through at age 8. Sarah Caldwell is not wrong. The Meridian Building, Harlow County, Vermont. Lily found it on a Tuesday, cross-referencing 19th century survey maps against modern satellite data.
Thursday, Harlow County Road, Vermont, 4:47 p.m. The drive was 3 hours. The last 20 minutes were a 2-lane road through bare November trees that closed in on both sides, like the road was something the forest was tolerating, not accommodating. The building appeared around a curve. 3 stories. Red brick darkened to near black with age. Tall, narrow windows. A front door of heavy, dark wood. And absolutely, completely, geometrically wrong. Not wrong like it was poorly built. Wrong like a sentence that's grammatically correct but means something terrible. Every window was the right size. Every wall was the right angle.
Not a child's smile. A smile that had learned what a child's smile looked like and was using it. Lily's hand went to the door handle of her car. She did not open it. She spoke very clearly into the phone. "Emma, I need you to come here, right now. And I need you to bring Arian. And I need you to bring every notebook." Pause. "Lily, what did you see?" "Myself," Lily said, "at 8 years old, standing in the doorway." Silence on Emma's end. Then, "Don't go inside." "I know," Lily said. "Beat." "Emma." "Yeah." "She's a copy. A very old copy. Made the first night at Ashwood Lane, when it walked through the house and learned us. It kept a copy of me," Lily said. "For later. For this." Emma was quiet for a moment. "For what purpose?" Lily looked at the open door. "To invite me in," she said. "Because I'm the only one who could walk through that door and come back. That's what it's been waiting for. Since Ashwood Lane? Since before that. A person who was touched by it,
not taken. A person who can move between floors without getting lost. She paused. It wants me to go to the lowest floor.
The decision. They stood at the threshold. Emma had a plan. Arian had a theory. Lily had already decided. "You're not going alone," Emma said. "I know," Lily said. "And we're not going to the lowest floor," Emma said. "We're going to find the structural anchor of this building and break it from the outside. Same method, different scale." "That won't work," Lily said. "You don't know that." "Emma." Lily turned to face her. "You closed the cracks in 2 houses, and it just moved here. Because this isn't a crack. This is the source. You can't close a river by blocking a stream. You have to find where the water starts." Emma stared at her. Arian made a small sound. "She's right," he said quietly. Emma knew she was right. That was the problem. Inside the Meridian building, the ground floor was a hallway. Long, dark wood floors. Walls paneled in the same dark wood. A staircase at the far end going both up and down. No furniture. No fixtures. No dust. That was wrong. A building unoccupied since, when? Decades? Should have dust. Should have the particular exhausted smell of abandoned places. This smelled like cedar. Lily stopped walking. Emma almost walked into her. "That smell," Lily said. "Yeah," Emma said. "The same smell. The first night at Ashwood Lane. Something trying too hard to smell normal." "It knows we're here," Lily said. "All of it. Preserved. It found you very interesting. You were the first child in a long time who talked back." "To what?" Emma asked. The child looked at Emma. "To the presence on the corridor," she said. "Most people who perceived it were afraid. Lily was afraid too. But she was also..." A pause. The eyes repositioned. "Curious. Where do we need to go?" Lily asked. "Down," the child said. "How far?" "As far as you need to go." "That's not an answer," Arian said. The child looked at him. "You're the one who writes things down," she said. "You filled 41 notebooks. Have you understood yet why you can't stop writing?" Arian's jaw tightened. "Because it keeps putting things in your hand," the child said. "The words you write that you don't remember writing. Those aren't warnings. They're invitations. It's been inviting you here since Raven Hollow. You're not a journalist. You're a cartographer. You're meant to map this place so that the next person who..." "All of it. Preserved. It found you very interesting. You were the first child in a long time who talked back." "To what?" Emma asked. The child looked at Emma. "To the presence on the corridor," she said. "Most people who perceived it were afraid. Lily was afraid too. But she was also..." A pause. The eyes repositioned. "Curious. Where do we need to go?" Lily asked. "Down," the child said. "How far?" "As far as you need to go." "That's not an answer," Arian said. The child looked at him. "You're the one who writes things down," she said. "You filled 41 notebooks. Have you understood yet why you can't stop writing?" Arian's jaw tightened. "Because it keeps putting things in your hand," the child said. "The words you write that you don't remember writing.
those aren't warnings. They're invitations. It's been inviting you here since Raven Hollow. You're not a journalist. You're a cartographer. You're meant to map this place so that the next person who...
One thing, then another thing. Here, everything is simultaneous. The 1887 map, Ashwood Lane, Raven Hollow, this moment. They're all happening at once. You experience them in sequence because your mind requires it. But the thing you're going to find, it doesn't experience sequence. It has never experienced sequence. It has only ever experienced... She paused. Presence, she said. The lowest floor. It was not a floor. It was a room. One room. Circular. Stone walls. No visible light source, but perfectly, softly lit. In the center... Temporary, she said. The room breathed. That was the only word for it. The stone walls expanded and contracted by a fraction. Once. Like a breath. You've been collecting people, Lily said. Not because you wanted to trap them, but because you wanted to understand what they were. What makes them mortal? What makes them scared? What makes them able to love something they know they will lose? She was crying. She hadn't noticed when she started. You wanted to know what it feels like to be something that ends, she said. The room breathed again. 2 slow breaths. Arian was recording. His hand was shaking. He kept recording. Emma was standing very still. The way she had learned after years of doing this, to stand completely still when something enormous was paying attention to you. I can't give you that, Lily said. I can't make you mortal. And then, the presence contracted. Not aggressively, not in defeat. Like a person who has been given an answer they needed, who required time to sit with it. The room changed. The feeling of something foundational, something pre-spatial, something ancient beyond conception, occupying the same space, lifted. Not disappeared. Withdrew. Voluntarily. Like something choosing to make room. The stone walls stopped feeling like they were breathing. The light changed from sourceless to simply dim. The Meridian building was still standing when they drove away, but the front door was closed. Lily looked back at it once. The windows were dark, and for the first time, no feeling, no presence behind the glass, no sense of being observed. Just a building. An old, strange, historically improbable building on a rural Vermont road. Lily faced forward, watched the trees move past. Is it over? Arian asked from the back seat. Emma drove, didn't answer. Lily looked at her hands. It's resting, Lily said. For how long? Emma asked. Long enough, Lily said. Long enough for what? Lily turned to look at the road ahead. For us to be gone, she said simply. For new people to move into new houses.
The Meridian Building, Harlow County, Vermont. Current status, unoccupied. No reports of unusual activity since November of that year. Lily Caldwell completed her thesis. It was published in a small academic journal. It was read by 11 people. One of them was a 9-year-old girl in Ohio, whose mother had subscribed for an unrelated reason. The girl read it 3 times. She didn't fully understand it, but she wrote one sentence in her diary. So, there are other people who can see it? Good. I thought it was just me. Emma Carter still studies doors. She recently began studying windows. Arian Mehta's 43 notebooks are in a storage unit.
The end. AAHAT complete. 5 parts. 1 corridor. 1 family. 1 girl who was chosen. 1 presence that just needed to be understood. The door doesn't create the fear. It finds the one you built yourself. And sometimes, very rarely, it finds someone who opens it from the inside. Not to escape, but to finally say, I see you, and I'm not afraid. AAHAT Complete Series. Part 1, Raven Hollow. Part 2, The Corridor. Part 3, The Second Floor. Part 4, Ashwood Lane. Part 5, The Lowest Floor.